Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, or SHARK. Jack Link is the founder of Jack Link's Meat Snacks. You've probably seen Jack Link's products in gas stations across the country. This is Troy Link, one of Jack Link's sons. Troy Link is the current CEO of the Jack Link's company. The Link family has made lots of money. Troy Link has had lots of opportunities thanks to his daddy. He can go anywhere and do just about anything. So what does Troy Link do with the incredible opportunities life has presented? Troy Link has chosen to gun down live pigeons tossed out of boxes at close range. I kid you not. Troy Link loves this so much, he owns a canned hunting business called Quail Creek Sporting Ranch in Okeechobee, Florida, where he has surrounded himself with other twisted people just like him. One look at this Troy Link pigeon shoot in February 2024 tells you that there is nothing sporting about the Quail Link Sporting Ranch or about Troy Link. For 3 days, in February 23 to 25, 2024, more than 15,000 pigeons were shot by psychopaths desperately trying to fill an enormous hole where their souls should be. These birds are not eaten. They are disposed of like garbage, even though the garbage is to be found behind the shotgun, not in front. And it isn't enough that these losers slaughter animals for fun. They hire kids so they can turn them into the same kind of soulless degenerates. Troy Link and his friends know that they are scumbags. Here's a post made on social media that warns shoot attendees, absolutely no cell phones. Please leave them in your car. These cowards are afraid of phones because they take photos and video. Pigeon shooters don't want other people to see them for the monsters they are. Then there is this warning in all caps. No social media at all. If you have social media, please do not mention this event in any way. Sorry, Troy, but that horse has left the barn. And it's just funny that they put that warning on social media where we can find it. These guys really aren't the sharpest knives in the drawer. These birds were trucked into Florida all the way from Texas. They've been starved and deprived of water before they are put in tiny boxes and are then launched into the air to be fired on by slob shooters. Many of the shot and injured birds that escape the shooting circle do not die right away, but instead may suffer for hours or days before succumbing to their wounds or to hunger, thirst, infection, predation, or exposure. The injured birds that land within a shoot circle are collected by these trapper boys and are not humanely killed. Instead, the kids further abuse the wounded birds, throwing them around like trash. At other shoots, we've seen the injured but still living birds being placed in large garbage cans and left to slowly suffocate under the weight of other pigeons. We've seen the victims of these cruel slaughters literally buried alive. Apologists for these slob killers argue that pigeons are pests and killing them is good. But let's look at the facts. Someone brought these birds from Texas to Florida. Some of the birds escape unharmed. If just 1 in 10 birds escape, and more than that do, that means that at least 1,500 birds, considered by some to be pests, have been intentionally released into Florida's environment. It's important to note that these shooters are using lead shot, meaning that the birds who aren't instantly killed and manage to escape into the surrounding bush before coming down will not be collected by the trapper boys, and they will likely be eaten by predators or scavengers. We observed a large number of birds of prey such as bald eagles and hawks, and scavengers such as turkey vultures circling the location, just waiting to consume the injured and abandoned lead-filled birds. There is no excuse for these cruel and wasteful parties or the slobs who participate in them. During the pigeon slaughter, I called Troy Link and we spoke briefly. I encouraged Troy and his degenerate friends to stop slaughtering innocent animals. He denied his presence at the shoot and said he didn't know what was going on at his club. Liar. When we publicly exposed the slaughter later in the day, people called the club to protest. A woman answering the phone denied that live pigeons were being shot. Later in the day, the club turned its phone off. Not just liars, but cowards as well. This is not Troy Link's first brush with violating animal laws. In 2011, he was cited in South Dakota by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for taking a migratory bird without authorization. In 2006, Troy pled guilty to a federal charge in Nebraska for airborne harassment of wildlife. He used his helicopter to chase a herd of mule deer. What a man. While pigeon shoots are offensive to anyone with a functioning moral compass, numerous questions have been raised about the legality or illegality of this massacre. Starting with the importation of 15,000 plus animals from Florida to Texas, and continuing to the cruel abandonment of countless injured animals into the Florida countryside. The shooters have a legal responsibility to humanely euthanize the injured pigeons. What they can't do is injure those birds and then walk away while the injured animals slowly suffer a death from their injuries. Every injured animal left to suffer should be a criminal charge of abandonment against Troy Link and his cruel shooting business. We're calling on Florida law enforcement to investigate and take action regarding what happened to these peaceful creatures in Okeechobee. The Link family has achieved the American dream, making enormous amounts of money. If only money could buy character or humanity, Troy Link would be all set. But as the old saying goes, you can't make honey out of horse shit. Troy Link's company depends on public goodwill to sell his line of meat products. Please let him know that you don't support his twisted savagery. The spoiled son of Jack Link's founder should know better. He doesn't. So let's educate him. Shark is opening a new chapter in our long-running fight against cruel pigeon shoots and this latest bunch of pigeon shooters we've uncovered. We will provide updates as the campaign proceeds. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to see more of our investigations and learn what you can do to help Shark help animals. Consider sharing our videos so other people can help save lives. If you'd like to support Shark directly, you can follow the donation link in the description section of this video. If you'd like to gain access to exclusive content, consider sponsoring us on Patreon.